Hey guys, welcome back to another video here from the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. Behind me, I have two brand new refreshed 2024 Sonatas, both in the N-Line as well as the SEL trim level. And the only reason I think the SEL is here because it is a newly available all-wheel drive powertrain here in Hyundai's midsize sedan. But anyways, in this video, we're gonna focus on the 2024 N-Line. I will have a separate dedicated video coming here on the SEL, either from the Chicago Auto Show or the local dealership, because those are starting to arrive on dealership lots, believe it or not. And this is actually not my first time being hands-on with the 2024 Sonata, but the first opportunity that I have to create a video for you guys. So the Sonata in front of us is finished in the new Ultimate Red exterior, which has been slowly trickling out to other Hyundai products after the 2023 Ioniq 6. Now, I absolutely love this exterior color. I think it's one of the best reds that Hyundai has ever produced and ever released on some of their vehicles. It's just a very rich, deep kind of blood red, if you will. Has a good amount of metallic flake in the paint and looks absolutely stunning, no matter if you get it here on the N-Line, which personally I think looks like the best trim, or some of the lesser trims, including the SEL, that is peaking back there on that particular one. But anyways, this one is the N-Line, which is the sport tune variant of the Sonata that does carry over from the pre-refresh version. So starting at the front end, immediately you'll tell on every Sonata, it will receive a totally new design language, although most of the side panels and fenders and stuff like that will remain very similar to that of the pre-refresh version. So every Sonata does get the LED daytime ring that spans across the entire width of the vehicle, LED projector headlights, and of course turn signals down below with your integrated side marker light that you can see poking through that clear lens right there. Now the N-Line specific does have more aggressive styling, including the unique front fascia, as well as the new side skirts and rear diffuser as well. So you have a lot of gloss black accents. I really do like this sort of gunmetal gray satin finish that runs across the middle upper portion. You do have your radar for the adaptive cruise control sensor right there. And the N-Line badging is found on the passenger side of the vehicle with the new flat stainless steel Hyundai logo, which again has been rolling out to many other Hyundai products as well. Now coming around to the side of the Sonata N-Line, this will be very similar and not too much different versus a standard SEL over there, which you can see does have some of the same elements on the lower portion of the vehicle, but the N-Line in specific will receive the silver or gray accent finishes, including the side skirts around the front and rear bumpers themselves to kind of differentiate it again from some of the other trim levels. Now coming to the wheels and tires, these are going to be 19-inch in size, which are the same size as the pre-refresh and 245/40 19-inch Pirelli P0 all-season tire, so a pretty performance-oriented and sporty all-season tire at that. Coming back to the mirror caps, you can see they are going to be finished in a gloss black accent unique to the N-Line, with your unique N-Line badging here on the two front fenders. And I believe this, it does illuminate with the turn signals, which is a very cool usage of LED lighting technology. Instead of having it on the mirror, it is now found on the fender itself. Door handles are going to be finished in a gloss black accent with the body color on the outside. It does support Hyundai Digital Key 2.0, which is an updated version of Hyundai Digital Key that was found on the pre-facelift version. And coming to the side of the vehicle, you can see a lot of the nice gloss black accents with the B and C pillars and the panoramic sunroof, which really make it stand out and looks great with this Ultimate Red. Now back of the Sonata N-Line, you will find more LED lighting, including the horizon light that does span across the entire width of the vehicle. You have LED brake lights as well as LED turn signals all in these housings right there. And as before in the pre-facelift version, the lighting was kind of limited to the outside quarter panels. It now expands across the entire trunk lid and into the middle portion in that center section right there. Now in terms of the rear bumper design, once again, this is unique to the N-Line. It has more aggressive styling and some of these silver accents that do match the front of the vehicle. The N-Line also does receive the quad tip outlet exhaust, which gives it a more sporty, dynamic feel in my opinion, versus some of the other trims, including the SEL, which have a standard kind of single twin tip on one side or the other. You have the rear backup camera as well as the integrated trunk release button. Again, the satin chrome Hyundai and Sonata logos on the deck lid itself. But as a whole, I am absolutely a fan of this updated version of the Sonata. This is once again one of the best exterior colors in my opinion, and definitely worth taking a look at the Sonata N-Line if you were at all interested before. Now take a look on the interior. This is going to be very similar to that of the pre-facelift version, depending on which aspects of the interior you are looking at. The dashboard as well as the center console design definitely receive most of the change, while the door panels and some of the seating surfaces receive the least amount of change. So starting out here on the driver's side door panel, you will find a lot of soft touch materials, all soft touch uppers, soft touch armrests with the orange or red accent stitching and all of the dark chrome accents. Power windows, mirrors, and locks with automatic front two windows. You do get the Bose premium audio system on the N-Line and higher, and there is the same storage pocket as before. The driver's seat is going to be a power adjustment with two-way power lumbar, as well as the adjustable air bladders with this ring on the outside of the lumbar. So you can tighten and program that to the drive mode that you're in to kind of hold you in and hug you in a little bit better around sporty driving or just around the track or anything else where you take this vehicle. Now it is finished in a two leather suede insert, so you do have the leather on the outside bolsters, the suede insert in the middle with unique stitching, piping, and N logo on the backrest portion of the seat. Now taking a look at the dashboard, this is again where you'll find the most amount of change in this facelifted Sonata. So in front of the driver, you're gonna find dual 12.3-inch screens as standard equipment with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Hallelujah, Hyundai has started rolling this out with their next generation connected car care. But anyways, leather wrapped steering wheel, red accent stitching specific to the N with the little N badge at the bottom. You have the 4 dots for the Morse code of Hyundai. Driver assistance, highway drive assist, smart cruise control all over here on the left side, as well as your audio multimedia on the right. You'll also find the paddle shifters for the 8-speed wet dual clutch on the back, automatic headlights, auto high beam assist. It does not have rain sensing wipers, unfortunately. And to the left of the steering wheel, you have your gauge dimming, traction control off, electronic parking brake, as well as your trunk release. And then there is more of that red accents around the vent design, looks very good. Kind of some faux carbon fiber, soft touch accents on the dashboard. And there is that cloth portion that you'll start finding on many Hyundai vehicles, including Ioniqs, Santa Fe, stuff like that with this new infotainment design. Now coming over here to the center infotainment, this does support wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay like I just mentioned, Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth inputs as well. I do have a dedicated video here on the channel in the Kona going over this exact infotainment and all the new UI and everything you can do with it. So I highly recommend checking that video out if you guys are curious about how this system works and how it compares to the previous generation. Overall, really do like it. I think it is a good improvement. Below that, you have more red accents for the vent design, all physical buttons and shortcuts for the home, map, navigation, volume, tune knob, and a little ring around the start button there. Dual zone automatic climate control with a touchscreen for the heated seat functionality and some of the other HVAC controls. Very unique aspect. Again, Hyundai has started rolling this out in mass across several of their vehicles. So interesting to see that they are going to a small touchscreen display for the HVAC. And one aspect you'll notice is the center console is completely revised. Gone are the push button gear selections in the middle, and that is now moved into the column of the shifter itself. So it is now column mounted, very similar to that of the new Santa Fe, the new Kona and the higher trims, and the Ioniq vehicles, of course, which received that first. So it sort of frees up the space in the center console for the wireless charging pad and Hyundai digital keypad, USB-C data and charge ports. Of course, there is a 12-volt outlet still hidden behind that flap. Drive mode select is still down here, auto hold, as well as your backup camera. You can pull that up via that button right there. Two good sized cup holders. They are larger in the front, smaller in the back, so two offset in sizes. I like this portion that extends past the center armrest, gives you a place to rest your hand and press these buttons with your fingertips. So really do like that. Large cubby here for additional change or whatever you may store in there. And the center console still remains a very usable, good size and a soft touch material. Now up top, you do have a black, darker headliner in this particular trim level, LED Vandy illumination, auto dimming interior rearview mirror, no garage home link it appears, so that is a little bit of a bummer. I believe that is only found in the Limited, which is now only a hybrid version of the Sonata that will be coming in a later video. LED overhead lighting, Blue Link SOS, and your panoramic power sunroof controls are found up there as well. Out back, most of the materials will follow through from the front. So similar soft touch materials all across the door panel. Really enjoy that from Hyundai. A little bit of additional storage down below. Seating materials are going to be the same as the front as well, with outside leather, inside micro suede elements. Step height is a little bit lower just because this is a sedan, but it is unchanged from the pre-facelift version. And there's a quick look at the dashboard and some of the LED accent interior lighting. Out back, no AC vents, unfortunately. That is a big bummer, but you do have two USB-C charge ports, one map net on the passenger front seat. Center armrest is still going to be present with two integrated cup holders. And in terms of legroom, this is going to be typical of a midsize sedan, so a good amount of room behind my rough driving position. No complaints there in terms of comfort Seats are extremely comfortable. Headroom is very good as well. So as a whole, this is going to be identical to that of the pre-facelift version, really unchanged in that regard. Just a little bit bummer that you don't have rear AC vents. Now coming to the trunk space of the Sonata, one thing I like that they did appear to change is there's now a damper when it does open. About 3/4 of the way up, it will start to slow down and dampen the entire opening process. And there are also plastic covers to kind of conceal the hinges here in the trunk space. But anyways, this should be relatively unchanged from the pre-refresh version, as well as the overall body didn't change significantly. So you still have a good amount of room for a mid-size sedan. There are pull tabs to fold down the 60/40 split folding seats at the top portion. You do have a light up top, as well as you can see the Bose subwoofer mounted in the deck lid there. Beneath the floor, you will find no temporary spare tire here in the N-Line, likely for weight savings, but typically I think there is going to be a tire mobility kit, so a fix-a-flat kit under there, and additional storage space if you do need that room to keep things concealed or just kind of hidden out of the way. Now wrapping up here on the passenger front seat, one of the nice benefits of the Sonata has always been the manual 6-way passenger seat, so that continues on. So it does have manual height adjustment. And there's going to be a better look at the dashboard with the red accents, some of that faux carbon fiber trim. Does have a damped glove box, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there may be a light up here, but it might be turned off. But as you can see, it does have a good amount of additional storage room inside that cubby right there. So as a whole, that's a look at the 2024 Sonata N-Line. Underneath the hood, you'll find the same 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which puts out about 290 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque only through the front wheels, as that is only available in the Sonata N-Line. Unfortunately, the all-wheel drive is saved for the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic. So unfortunately, still only front-wheel drive, same powertrain as before with the same power output, which certainly makes it very fun to drive. Still has launch control, all of the fun performance goodies and sport tuning that Hyundai has infused from their N brand inside of this vehicle, and really do enjoy the looks of the new Sonata just in general. So I think that's going to do it here for this video at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. Let me know your thoughts on the refreshed 2024 Sonata here in the N-Line or any other trim levels, like the updated technology, updated styling, some of the new Hyundai Digital Key 2, the new connected car care infotainment systems, and everything like that. Packaging remains mostly unchanged from the pre-refresh version, no matter which trim level you do choose, although there were some minor tweaks, which I have a dedicated video here on the channel going over that in a little bit more detail, as well as the exact pricing information. So I appreciate the support. If you guys enjoyed this video and or found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button below. It greatly helps out the channel, these videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, and again, let me know your thoughts on the refresh Sonata. Make sure to check out some other coverage I have here at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one.